Hey everyone, it's Kimber Schaefer here with Rage in the Cage OKC News. We're hanging out at the weight room talking all things Rage in the Cage 65. And this guy right here, Tommie Britton. Woo! You and Zachary Bradshaw. Wow, you guys are going to bring the fire to this event for sure. Well, I mean, every fight on this card, we have got a fire main event, obviously. This is a big fight for you. I mean, you and Zachary are two of the most well-known fighters in your weight class, yes, and, you know, he hasn't tasted defeat yet. How do you feel going into this fight and knowing that all of Oklahoma and even regionally and even nationally, people are really wanting to see this matchup?
I'm feeling good about this fight. Like you just said, this is a fight that everyone wants to see. So, I mean, as always, especially on my behalf, and I mean on his behalf as well, we're gonna bring the fire. So, we plan to tear the building down, man. It's gonna be fireworks. I come to give my best and my all as always. So, I'm excited about this fight as well.
Woo! And do you get excited about all your fights, Tommie, or is it just business in there?
For the most part, it's just business. But I mean, this time around, I'm a little happy. So I mean, I'm happy this time around.
And the last time you went in the cage, obviously you tasted defeat.
Yeah,
so how was that hard for you? Your first and second loss as a pro?
No, it wasn't hard. I mean, I just feel like it was a bad call. Don't get me wrong. In the fight, I mean, I threw a couple of questionable elbows that could have been called, but they should have been called sooner. So I mean, I didn't go out there and get my butt kicked or anything of that nature. I lost by disqualification, so I'm not that upset. So.
And that was hard. I mean, I know a lot of people have said that your opponent, you know, that was really upsetting, and that, you know, how do you even? I mean, how do you get over something like that? You know, knowing that you have a loss on your record in that manner.
You just keep training. I mean, it's a loss, but it's not one of the losses where you got, you know, you went in the ring and you got beat up real bad. So, I mean, you just go back to the drawing board and, you know, by it being a disqualification and by it being a couple of bad elbows, I just went back to the gym and just sharpened up. So my thing from that is not to make the same mistake.
Very smart. Yes, and I'm so proud of you, Tommie. You are doing, you're always such a great interview, fun interview, and I look forward to it every time. And I know that all of the fans out there, like we said, is looking forward to this fight. But your fight, we know, is going to be fire.
Oh, of course.
Have you heard about some of the other fights on the card?
I want to see that John Hill and Brad Frayler fight. I love watching Brad fight.
That is going to be such an amazing heavyweight battle in there. It's for the title, for the Rage in the Cage belt. And this is also Brad's retirement fight. So obviously he wants to go out with fire. And, you know, John just doesn't. He's relentless.
He's a tough opponent as well. Yes, ma'am. But I love watching Brad fight. So that fight and also the Zevin fight, that's for the 170 title belt. Am I correct? Yeah, I love that guy as well. Yep. It's going to be a nice card.
Yeah, it is going to be a nice card. Yes, so, hey, you're promoting it alongside me.
Thank you.
We've talked about this before. You and I have been in front of the camera several times with the pre-fight interviews. But, you know, every card we get some new Rage in the Cage viewers out there. So I want you to remind me, what are you looking forward to getting out of your fight career? I mean, is this just kind of like something you enjoy, or are you looking for something bigger?
I mean, I would love to get signed to a big organization. That's my dream goal. But if not, I wouldn't mind being a journeyman in the sport. I just love fighting. It's like right now, like I plan on doing this until I'm 60 or older. Like, I love this right now. So as of right now, I just love fighting. I mean, like I said, the goal would always be able to sign with a bigger organization. But if I'm blessed with good health, just to continue, just keep fighting, and I don't even have to travel outside the United States. If I can just travel in the United States and just fight, I'm fine with that.
Sounds good. Now, remind me, you did have a fight for Bellator, correct, at some point?
Yep, I made my pro debut in 2016 for Bellator. Yes, ma'am. Yep. I lost a decision. I went against a tough opponent. His name was Gerard Trice, All-American National Heavyweight Champion, Division I from Michigan. We tied the first round, and I lost the latter of the rounds, the last two rounds. But like I said, it was a tough fight, and I lost a decision. At that time, I just wasn't ready. I came as a replacement. He already had an opponent. I came in on 3 weeks' notice, but I still gave him my all. So that's how it turned out.
Well, so proud of you. And like we always say, it's a learning lesson. Now, You and Zachary Bradshaw, we'll get back to that before we wrap it up.
Yes, ma'am.
You guys have trained together at some point a little, and you have mad respect for one another.
Yes, ma'am.
But, you know, as a pro fighter, even if you've trained with somebody in the past or you have mad respect for that person,
Yes, ma'am.
there still could be a time in a day that you know, fight against. There's so many pro fighters out there that won't take a fight because I trained with that person once. You know, how do you feel about that?
If both parties are mutual, then I say let's go for it. I mean, what we have to understand, especially professional fighters, this is a business. I mean, and that's just pretty much how it goes. I mean, as we're signing that contract, we know what we're doing. We know what we're getting ourselves into. So I just see it as business.
Well, and I agree with you, but I do know that some fighters really have a hard time of drawing that line between friendships and business. But I say if there's anybody in your weight class and it can help you get to the next level, then go for it, right?
Yes, ma'am. Most definitely. And like I said, I mean, it is a thin line between friendships and actually going out there fighting. But for me, I mean, I don't. When I go in that fight, I'm not seeing you as an enemy. I see you as competition. So whether I beat you or if I lose to you, I still see you the same. I still see you as a friend after the fight.
That's healthy to me. It's very healthy. So any last words, any shout outs before we wrap it up, Tommie?
Shout out to my team, TFC, Matt and Tavon. Shout out to Rage in the Cage, Summer, Mike, Justin. I love you guys. All my supporters out there, April 20th, it is going down. Lucky Star Casino, Hinton, Oklahoma, El Reno. There we go.
Okay, he got most of it right. Sugar Creek Casino.
Oh, Sugar Creek, I'm sorry. Sugar Creek Casino.
Hinton, Oklahoma, you got that part.
Yes, ma'am.
April 20th, again,
Yes,
3 right.
Yes, ma'am.
And then where can they get tickets?
You can either get tickets from the link stowwire.com, the link, or I have tickets on hand myself. Either or. I'll be posting the link later tonight on my Facebook page.
Sounds good. And I'm hearing from fighters coming in here that you guys are battling it out there for tickets, that there's not a whole lot of tickets available. Is that right?
Oh, of course. I mean, you got Brad on the card who always sells out everything he touches, and then you got a couple of other guys that's also selling tickets. So it's very limited. So if you could get them from me personally or the link I post on my page, hurry, because the tickets will be gone.
He said it best. The tickets will be gone. We've had several sellout fights, and this one's no different. Rage in the Cage 65 will sell out, and it will sell out early. So as you're seeing this, hopefully you have secured your tickets, and we will see you there April 20th.
Yes, indeed.